So Anthony, last appointment you mentioned that you were waiting to hear back about either acceptance or having to wait on getting into the Europe program. I'm just wondering sort of how that went and how you feel about the result.
Well, I got in, so that was really exciting. But yeah, I mean, I hate applying for new things. It's really nerve-wracking. Like, am I gonna get in? Am I good enough? But yeah, I got in. And I was really excited. Although I'm not really sure like what we're gonna be learning in there. Like, I know that's gonna teach us more about professionalism and stuff like that. But it's really nerve-wracking of like how we go about it, using it in everyday life and stuff like that. So, but it's really exciting.
Right. Well, first off, congratulations.
Thanks.
I think that it's a great step for you, not only that you were accepted, but just that you initiated, the effort to apply and to motivate yourself to potentially pursue this program. And so I'm just wondering that you don't know, of course, what the program is focusing on, but I'm just thinking, how do you think that this program will get you towards your future goals?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it'll help me much with the rapping, because, we're not really going to learn about that.
Right.
But I think it's a really good opportunity to actually learn other things other than just rapping. Because, like, I know I learned how to use some of the programs on the computer, so maybe they'll help us learn more programs in the computers. So I think that's one of the ways that I'm, like, excited to look for. I'm looking forward to. And I think it'll just help me like progress myself, even if it's not in a professional way. It could also help me in my own way.
Right.
But I think it's really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's great that your hobbies and that you enjoy rapping, and then how that can also transfer into practical skills that might help you. And although you can continue rapping and do that as a side, I think, like you said, maybe there's the potential to pick up some computer skills, and then maybe that is something you would like to pursue. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Not right now. I mean, it's all really cool, but I think maybe it could be one of the things like where you begin to make movies out of just pictures and actually making them into motion. So I think that'd be something that's really cool to learn on the programs, because I know I've done some videos, but they're always teaching new stuff, so maybe I could learn how to make movies someday, not like big screen, but it could be something I can do.
Well, I wouldn't sell yourself short. I mean, you never know if you do eventually find that this is something that works for you and that you enjoy doing, then I think that you shouldn't sell yourself short, and you could always, maybe you will create the next movie.
I could be the next Spike Lee.
Right, you could be. And just to kind of switch gears a little bit, I know that when we last talked, you were still in the process of trying to regain custody of your son. And I'm just wondering, where are you in that process, and how does that affect you, as you're having all this excitement and new opportunities, but you also still have that sort of weighing down on you?
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet, because I'm learning all these new things about life and how to make myself better, but at the same time I have to wait for all this legal stuff in court to work itself out. But I mean, right now I'm in the TLP, so I have a home, but it's not something that I'll have forever. So I have to first get through this and make sure that I have something for myself and for my baby. Just in a different emotion that I had was that my baby mom, when she lost custody of our child, how is she not fitting enough for him? And how I can be better than her so that I can actually provide for him and not lose him.
Well, I think you're taking good steps. I think that the Europe program will hopefully help you develop skills, and then you can earn a good job that hopefully will help you pay for him and sort of be there for him and work through all the court legal process. But I think that it is good that you're stable now and you have the housing. Although it's not forever, I think that it gives you enough of a time period that you should be able to work through and to kind of plan out, Of course, we still have many sessions, so we're not towards the end, but you can start to think, what happens when I'm out of the program, out of the Europe, out of TLP? Like, how will I move forward? And I think that you do have the right idea. So I'm just curious to kind of hear, you said the process is difficult and it's sort of bittersweet. Would you like to elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, yeah, kind of like what I said. I mean, it's really exciting that I'm learning all this, and I'm happy for myself. I'm motivated, but at the same time, it's difficult knowing that my child is out there with some random family that I don't know, I didn't approve of, but I know that they're probably doing the best for him. So it's difficult knowing that I'm living for myself, but my child is out there with some random family, and perhaps they don't like it. And I mean, I don't like it. I'd rather he be with me, but it is what it is, and I have to go through the process. So it's painful knowing that he's out there. Not with me or his mom, but it's sweet that I can live myself for right now.
Yeah, I think that it is important that you're taking care of yourself. And what I'm hearing is that you do have a lot of love for your son, and I think that will help you out so much in the long process. And I know right now that it might be hard, it might be causing a little anxiety because you're unsure of the situation with your son. And is there any way that you are able to contact the foster family? Or?
So far they've only given me a couple phone numbers. I think just the main guardians right now, and I can call them every now and then. But it's if I get too hands-on to like constantly calling them, they can actually like tell the court. Yeah, exactly. So I don't wanna. I mean, I wanna talk to them every day and stuff like that. But I know if I push it, they might not let me. So I mean, it's a tough line to cross. But I do want that communication, keep in touch with them. But it's also risky.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you definitely haven't crossed any lines so far. And when you said that, I was just hearing in my head. I was wondering, what do you think the best case scenario would be? How would the ideal transition look like from maybe completing the Europe program to gaining legal custody of your son?
Damn, I didn't even know about that. I hadn't even thought about it, but
that's okay. It's a big question.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just still trying to work, and sometimes I have days off. Sometimes I'm constantly at work, but I know that I certainly want to find something by the time I'm out of the Europe program. I'm finished with this time at this TLP program, so I think it's just about finding a real job that'll sustain me, you know, something that's not like, oh, well, now we have to lay you off because it's the brand new year, whatever, we're slow right now, we can't provide. But hopefully with the Year Up program, it'll really give me the skills that I need to actually get a corporate job, you know. Maybe something not that I like, but something that I need, you know, because I mean, we can't do what we like all the time, so.
Right. Well, let me stop you there. I think that it's important, while it is important to pursue, you know, a good job that'll help you pay for your son, I also think that you shouldn't limit yourself to doing something that you're not as passionate about. Because, like you said, there's plenty of opportunities for making videos or learning some computer skills. I mean, you could even be a computer technician or do something along those lines. And then, going back to my original question about your ideal situation, it's fine not to have an answer right now. I mean, that's looking pretty far forward, but those are the type of things that as we progress through these sessions, maybe we can continue checking in on and sort of seeing how we can take steps towards eventually reaching that goal.
Sure, because I know I need to work on myself to be able to achieve that goal right now, you know. So it's about finding a good job right now. You know, you have a point. I can't just look for something that's going to provide. I have to find something that'll fit me. But I think for right now, that's the important thing, to find something that'll provide, so that I can move on to what I do want to do. You know?
Yeah, I think you're doing that though, and I think the Year Up will definitely look great on a resume, and I'm sure that they will give you those skills. Not always even just the technical skills, but just the interpersonal skills, how to, you know, be a good coworker and talk to your supervisor. And then I think that, you know, you will be able to eventually get a good job that, you know, will help you provide for your son. And I'm just thinking, how does your son's mother fit in the picture?
Well, right now it's kind of confusing because I thought we had something good, and then she just took me out of the picture.
Right.
So I'm kind of still, I guess I'm being immature about it because I'm not accepting that what I probably did wasn't right, or something that I did wasn't right. And like, I know my living situation isn't correct, so it's not something that is suitable for our child, you know. But I think that in the back of my mind, I'm still like kind of angry at her because what did she do to lose the custody of the baby, you know? Like, if I'm doing this bad, what are you doing that you can't
Yeah.
keep him? You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah, I think it's hard. What I'm hearing is it's sort of hard to, while you're taking blame and you're trying to use some of the struggles that you've had to overcome to better your life so you can provide for your son. I think that it's hard, that you're doing all this work and you sort of feel that, maybe
Yeah.
I'm hearing that you're feeling that maybe she's just not as dedicated as you
Yeah,
are.
she's not putting in the effort, you know? Like, I'm over here trying to do all this stuff for us, maybe even a little for her, because I mean, she's the mom, you know?
Right.
I want to keep her involved, but if she's not putting in the effort, like, no, you just gotta stay out of this, because...
Right. Have you discussed any potential ways to address that anger and conflict with her?
No, not with her. I haven't been able to talk to her since she lost custody, because I don't know where she went either, because, I'm assuming she might feel bad, but I don't know what she's doing in order to get custody back, so... in terms of my emotions, I don't know how to express them correctly. I mean, I know I sometimes I try to rap about it, but in some sort of way, it's still deep inside me. You know, I'm still like a little ticked off that she's not putting in the effort, that she lost custody.
No, I hear you. I really think that you have a right to feel angry.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're putting your faith into someone and you're trusting that they're as hardworking and motivated as you are. And sometimes it can be disappointing when that's not the case.
Right.
But I do think that it's good that you have a good outlet with rapping. Do you frequently rap about, the struggles in your life? Is that one of your sort of ways you think you cope with it?
Yeah, I think so, because it like motivates me to just talk about what I'm feeling, if I don't know how to express it any other way, or like it's something that'll help me express it, but sometimes it's still deep underneath, like yeah, I can rap about it, I can talk about it, but really who's listening or who's actually like talking back to me, answering all these questions and helping me out. I know you're doing a good job about this, but deep inside it's still like, yeah, that anger's still in there,
Right. I mean, it's hard, and I think that it is a process. It's not just going to be resolved overnight, but I do think that, while the rapping does help you because you're able to sort of put words to something that you feel, I think that your rapping might also have the potential to help someone else. Have you experienced anyone who listens to your music and they kind of can relate in some way?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I posted some videos on YouTube, but I've only gotten a couple of views here and there. So, comments-wise, I don't see anything, and I don't know if it's really touching anybody, making connections out there. But hopefully, it is making a connection with somebody out there, and they can relate.
No, I think that you're exactly right. I think that right now, maybe only a few people are listening to it, but I think that it's a good outlet for you. I mean, first and foremost, you're the most important person in this whole situation, but I think that maybe your words can impact people, and I think that creating the skills and being able to talk about your hard experiences are something that's going to benefit you even as you progress through the Europe program. Yeah, so I'm just wondering, with your housing situation right now, is that going well, or?
I think it's going well. I like the building. It's a nice apartment. I think, living in the city, it might be hard to find something that's a little more extravagant, but I don't really need anything like that right now, because it's just me. And this is just temporary, so, I mean, eventually I'll have to say goodbye to it all, but, hopefully I'll find something similar to this, because, I mean, if it's just going to be me and my baby, it's fine. I don't need much right now, but, I think it's a good situation. I mean, I have a little bit of money saved up for furniture, stuff like that, but I think I'll really need to work more towards the actual payments of the rent or the house, whatever it is I find.
Well, so everything's good with the house, and there's no problems with it. That's good. And then you made a funny point when you were talking about food. I'm just wondering, since you're living by yourself, are you quite the cook, or?
Every now and then, like if I find something good that I see on TV, and I'm like, oh, I could probably make that, it's 20 minutes steps, whatever, like it's easy, but I try to stay off the ramen and stuff like
Right.
that. So many sodium and calories and stuff
Well,
like
I think that, yeah, I mean, eating well is a huge part
Yeah.
of just staying healthy, both physically and mentally. And I think that that's a good self-care technique too. And I think that that shows that you're willing to provide for yourself and eventually to provide for your child. So I think that's really a great step.
Like, I mean, it's really cheap. Ramen's like what, $1 or
Yeah.
something like that. But it's really on the other side. It's like all these calories and sodium.
Mhm.
Like, I don't need that. No.
Yeah, sometimes I think it can be hard, especially when you're considering, the options between trying to save up money and buying the cheapest food, even though you know it's not great for you.
Yeah.
Have you looked into any resources that maybe will help you provide, or provide you with, some alternative foods or some better foods that maybe they can give you at a discounted rate?
Yeah, no, I learned about this thing called Snap recently, or is it Wick? One of those two. I learned about that, and they're talking about how it's like food stamps. You can go to the market and buy some food with it.